All right, let's jump into another deep dive. Today we're heading over to southeast France.
Ooh, sounds nice.
It is. It's Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur, and we're working off a top 10 list from a travel blog called Love to Visit France.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, and just looking at this list, it's clear this region has got it all. Lavender fields, the French Riviera, the Alps,
Wow, yeah, that's quite a mix.
and I'm already picturing myself, you know, sipping some wine in the sunshine.
I can picture it too.
What are you? What jumps out to you about this region?
I think what really grabs my attention is that Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur isn't just a one-trick pony.
Okay, I like that.
It's not just beaches or mountains, it's both.
That's true.
You could be hiking a rugged coastal trail in the morning
Oh, wow.
and then sipping champagne on a yacht in the afternoon.
Right.
I mean, there are not many places that can offer that kind of variety.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
Okay, well, let's dive into this list.
let's do it.
Starting with number one, nice. Yeah, the blog highlights the Promenade des Anglais.
Right.
So I'm picturing, a classic seaside stroll, sun on your face, the scent of the salt air.
Totally. But
Yeah.
there's way more to Nice than just the promenade.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, like if you venture into Vieux-Nice, the old town,
Okay.
you'll find yourself in a whole other world. Narrow, winding streets, the buildings are painted in these vibrant ochre and terracotta colors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the air is filled with, like, laughter, the aroma of freshly baked bread.
Ooh, yeah. Speaking of aromas, the blog mentions saka,
Oh,
this
yeah.
chickpea pancake,
Mhm.
local specialty.
It is.
I'm picturing, enjoying a slice at a little outdoor bistro, just watching the world go by.
Totally. And you know what? Here's a tip for you.
Okay.
Because of its location, Nice makes a great base for day trips.
Oh, interesting.
You can hop on a train and explore other towns along the French Riviera.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah, so you can have that relaxed seaside vibe, but still have easy access to other adventures.
That's a great tip.
Okay.
Okay, moving on to number two, Avignon.
Ooh, Avignon.
First thing that jumps out is the Palais des Papes,
Oh, for...
the former residence of popes during the 14th century.
Right.
This massive, imposing structure
Absolutely.
just streams history.
But what's so fascinating about Avignon is that it's not just stuck in the past.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you have the medieval streets and ramparts,
Right.
but you also have this thriving arts scene.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Festival d'Avignon, it's this huge performing arts festival.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it takes place every summer, and it's like a perfect example of how Avignon balances its heritage with modern vibrancy.
I love that.
Yeah.
They also mentioned the iconic Pont d'Avignon.
Oh, yeah, the bridge.
It's partially collapsed,
It is.
but you can still walk on a portion of it and get those amazing views of the city.
You can.
I'm already picturing that Instagram shot.
Right, but it's not just about the photos.
Oh,
If you stand on that bridge, you can almost hear the echoes of history.
wow.
Like, it really brings to life the stories of the medieval pilgrims, the merchants, troubadours,
Right.
who crossed that very same bridge.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
Number three, Calanque National Park.
Oh.
This one's all about dramatic limestone cliffs plunging into the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean.
Oh, it's one of those landscapes that's almost hard to believe until you see it with your own eyes.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And what's great about Calanque National Park is that it's not just about the views.
Okay.
It's a haven for outdoor activities.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can hike to hidden coves, kayak through the Calanques,
Wow.
or just relax on a secluded beach.
Well, that sounds so nice.
It's a chance to connect with nature
Right.
in a very raw and powerful way.
Okay, you're making me want to go there right now.
I know, right?
Okay, next up is number four, the Valençol Lavender Fields.
Ah, the lavender fields.
Is it really as fragrant and visually stunning as everyone says?
Oh, imagine driving through seemingly endless rows of vibrant purple blooms. Wow.
And the air is thick with the scent of lavender.
Oh my God.
It's sensory overload in the best possible way.
I can imagine.
And it's not just about pretty pictures, though.
Okay.
Valençol is at the heart of lavender production in Provence.
Right.
There are distilleries where you can learn about the process of making lavender essential oil
That's so cool.
and see how this fragrant plant has shaped the region's economy and culture for centuries.
I love that it's not just a visual thing.
Right.
Now, for number 5, we're heading to Gourds.
Okay.
This village perched on a hilltop overlooking the Luberon Valley.
Think narrow cobblestone streets, honey-colored stone buildings,
Beautiful.
and those stunning panoramic views of the countryside.
I can picture it.
What makes Gourds really special is the architecture.
Okay.
It's a testament to how people have lived in harmony with this landscape for centuries.
Hmm.
It's a place where time seems to slow down.
I love that.
The blog also mentions that the nearby Sinnock Abbey is especially beautiful when it's framed by those lavender fields in the summer.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah.
I can just imagine that scene being so peaceful.
Yeah, there's a certain serenity to that place, you know?
I bet.
You have this ancient abbey nestled in a valley, surrounded by fragrant fields.
It's so nice.
It's a reminder of the deep spiritual roots of this region
Right.
and the enduring power of nature.
Okay, I'm already halfway through this list and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed.
It's a lot, right?
But in a good way.
Oh, yeah, in a good way.
There's just so much to see and do.
Exactly.
Now, number 6, and I think this one might take the cake for dramatic scenery.
Oh, let's hear it.
Verdon Gorge,
Oh, wow.
nicknamed the Grand Canyon of Europe.
And it's not hyperbole.
Okay,
The
good.
scale of this gorge is truly impressive.
Really?
Sheer limestone cliffs that rise up to 700 meters above a river that shimmers in shades of emerald and turquoise.
Oh my goodness.
It's incredible. It's a landscape that was carved over millions of years by the Durance River.
Wow. And you're not limited to just admiring it from afar.
No, not at all.
Exactly. We're all about hands-on experiences here.
Yes.
So you can hike along the rim, kayak through the turquoise waters.
Oh, wow.
You can even rock climb these sheer cliff faces.
Amazing.
What do you think? Which activity speaks to your adventurous side the most?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I know, right?
For me, it would have to be kayaking through the gorge.
Oh, wow.
Imagine being surrounded by these towering cliffs, feeling the cool spray of the river.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm adding that to my list.
Definitely do it.
Okay, we're about to wrap up part 1 of our deep dive into Provence-Alpes-Côte dessert.
Oh, already.
I know, I can't believe it.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
I know, but before we do, I'm curious. Out of these first 6 destinations, which one has captured your imagination the most?
Ooh, it's a tough choice.
I know, right? They're all so different.
But I think I'm most intrigued by Avignon.
Really?
Yeah, I love that blend of history, art, and modern life.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
And it's not just a museum city.
Right.
It's a living, breathing place
It is.
with such vibrant energy.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
All right, folks, that's it for part 1.
Okay.
Join us in part 2, where we'll continue our journey through this incredible region.
Looking forward to it.
We've got 4 more destinations to explore.
Can't wait. Welcome back to our deep dive into Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur.
I'm ready for more.
We've already covered 6 amazing destinations.
I know, it's hard to believe.
We're just getting started.
I know, I can't wait. Last time we ended on a high note
We did.
with Avignon.
Yeah.
That captivating blend of history and that vibrant art scene.
Oh, it's so special.
So what's next on our list?
Number 7 brings us to a place that's synonymous with glamour and luxury.
Ooh, okay.
Saint-Tropez.
Saint-Tropez, okay. But beyond the yachts and the celebrity sightings,
Right.
what makes this place tick?
Yeah, what's underneath the surface?
Exactly. Is it all just a facade?
Right.
Or is there something more authentic to discover?
Well, Saint-Tropez has this really fascinating history.
Okay.
It was once a humble fishing village
Oh, wow.
before it became a playground for the rich and famous
Right.
in the mid-20th century.
Okay.
And while it definitely embraces that glamorous reputation,
Right.
you can still find glimpses of its past
Oh, good.
in the cobblestone streets of the old town
Okay.
and the traditional Provençal markets.
So it's not all just high-end boutiques and fancy restaurants?
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
In fact, one of the best things to do in Saint-Tropez is to wander through those narrow alleyways.
I love that.
Yeah, and discover the hidden courtyards.
Oh, that sounds so charming.
And admire the colorful facades of those old houses.
I love that.
It's a world away from the bustling harbor and those crowded beaches.
Speaking of beaches,
Yes.
I imagine Saint-Tropez has some pretty spectacular ones.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Pampelonne Beach.
Okay.
It's the most famous,
It is, yeah.
stretching for miles along the coastline.
Beautiful.
But if you're looking for a more secluded escape,
Okay.
try Plage de Salins
Okay.
or Plage de Tahiti.
Ooh la la.
They're a bit further out,
Okay.
but they offer tranquility and pristine natural beauty.
Okay, I'm picturing myself, like, relaxing on a secluded beach, good book in hand.
Yes.
You know, the sound of the waves lapping at the shore.
I love it.
Now, that's what I call a vacation.
And don't forget about the food.
Oh, the food.
Saint-Tropez has a vibrant culinary scene.
Okay.
You can find everything from Michelin-starred restaurants
Of course.
to those charming cafes serving traditional Provençal dishes.
I love that.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have to dive into the food scene in more detail later on.
For sure, for sure.
But for now, let's move on to number 8 on our list.
Okay.
Ez.
Ez is a medieval village
Okay.
perched high on a cliff overlooking the Mediterranean.
Oh, wow.
And when I say high,
Yeah.
I mean it. The views from the village are just breathtaking.
Wow.
You can see all the way to the Italian Riviera
Shut up.
on a clear day.
Wow. I'm already feeling a little weak in the knees.
I know, right?
Just thinking about those heights.
It's amazing.
So what's it like exploring this village?
Imagine walking through these narrow, winding streets
Okay.
lined with those ancient stone houses.
Oh, beautiful.
Their walls are covered in cascading bougainvillea.
Wow.
There are charming boutiques, art galleries,
Love it.
cozy cafes tucked away in every corner.
Oh, it sounds incredible.
It's like stepping back in time.
And I read that there's an exotic garden at the very top of the village.
Yes, the Jardin Exotique. It's a must visit.
Okay.
It's filled with cacti, succulents,
Oh, wow.
other exotic plants from all over the world.
Wow.
And those panoramic views from the garden, they're just stunning.
Beautiful.
It's the perfect spot to catch the sunset over the Mediterranean.
All right. I'm officially adding Ez to my must-see list.
Ah.
Okay. On to number 9, Aix-en-Provence.
Ooh, Aix-en-Provence.
This city is described as a vibrant hub with a rich cultural heritage.
Aix-en-Provence has a really different energy
Okay.
than some of the other destinations we've talked about.
Oh.
It's a university town,
Oh, okay.
so it has a youthful vibrancy to it,
I bet.
but it also has a deep history and a strong connection to the arts.
Oh, you're talking about Paul Cézanne,
Yes.
the famous post-impressionist painter
Yes,
who was born and worked in Aix-en-Provence.
exactly. You can even visit his studio,
Wow.
the Atelier Cézanne.
Okay.
It's been preserved just as he left it.
Oh, wow.
You can almost feel his creative energy in that space.
That's incredible.
And Aix is a city that encourages you to embrace a slower pace of life.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So instead of rushing from site to site,
Right.
it's more about like scrolling through those elegant squares,
Exactly.
enjoying a coffee at a sidewalk cafe,
Yes.
just soaking up the atmosphere.
Precisely. Aix-en-Provence is a city for flâneurs, those who enjoy the art of aimless wandering
I love that.
and observing life unfold around them.
That's lovely.
And speaking of wandering, the Cour Mirabeau is a must-see.
Oh, yeah, the blog mentioned that.
Yeah.
That grand avenue lined with plane trees, fountains, and elegant mansions, right?
Yes. It's the heart of Aix-en-Provence.
Beautiful.
And on market days,
Ooh, market days.
it's transformed into this vibrant tapestry of colors and aromas
Oh, I bet.
as vendors set up their stalls,
Oh, that sounds amazing.
selling everything from fresh produce to local crafts.
Okay, we're down to our last destination on this list.
All right.
Marseille.
Marseille.
And it sounds like we're ending on a high note.
Oh, yeah.
France's second largest city.
It is.
This bustling port city with a rich history
Yes.
and a multicultural vibe.
Marseille is a city that often gets overlooked,
Okay.
but it's a hidden gem.
Ooh, I like that.
It's gritty and real.
I love that you use the word gritty.
Yeah.
It makes it sound like there's an edge to Marseille.
Yeah,
A rawness that you don't find in some of the more polished destinations.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a city that's been shaped by centuries of trade,
Right.
migration, and cultural exchange.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And that's reflected in its diverse neighborhoods,
Yeah.
its vibrant street art scene,
Ooh, I love that.
and its incredible food.
Speaking of food,
Yes.
the blog mentions bouillabaisse,
Oh, of course.
that classic Marseille's fish stew.
You can't talk about Marseille without mentioning bouillabaisse.
Right.
It's a dish that's deeply rooted in the city's maritime history,
Wow.
and each chef has their own secret recipe
Oh, wow.
passed down through generations.
So it's more than just a dish.
Yeah,
It's a tradition.
exactly. And Marseille is a city that's full of traditions,
Oh, I love that.
just waiting to be discovered.
So many layers.
You can explore the historic Le Panier district
Okay.
with its narrow streets and colorful buildings,
Beautiful.
or climb to the top of Notre Dame de la Garde Basilica
Okay.
for panoramic views of the city and the coastline.
Wow. What a whirlwind tour of Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur.
I know, right?
We've covered so much ground,
We have.
from charming hilltop villages to bustling cities,
It's amazing.
from fragrant lavender fields to dramatic gorges.
It's got it all.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling completely inspired.
Me too. And we've only scratched the surface.
I know, right?
There's so much more to discover in this incredible region.
All right, before we move on to part 3,
Okay.
where we'll help you actually plan your trip
Yes.
to Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur,
Oh.
I have one last question for you.
Okay, shoot.
Out of all these incredible destinations and experiences,
Yeah.
which one are you most excited about?
Ooh, good question.
What's at the top of your list?
Well, I'm torn. There's just so much to choose from.
I know, right?
But I think if I had to pick just one,
Yeah?
I'd have to go with the Calanque National Park.
Really?
Yeah, those dramatic cliffs, the turquoise waters,
Right.
the hiking, kayaking, the secluded beaches. It just seems like the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation.
I think you're right. It does sound incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's shift gears a bit
Okay.
and talk about how to actually plan a trip to Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur.
All right, let's get practical.
Exactly. We've sparked that wanderlust. Now let's make it a reality.
Exactly.
So first things first, when is the best time to visit? I imagine it gets pretty crowded in the summer.
Yeah, July and August are definitely peak season,
Right.
especially in popular spots like Saint-Tropez.
Yeah.
You're going to be sharing the experience with a lot of other travelers.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that doesn't mean summer is off limits.
Okay, good.
If you're willing to embrace the bustle, maybe book your accommodations in advance.
Right.
You'll be rewarded with long, sunny days, perfect for exploring the coast,
Right.
or those lavender fields in full bloom.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
But what if I'm looking for a quieter experience?
Okay.
You know, I want to enjoy those charming villages without the crowds.
Right. Then the shoulder seasons, spring and fall, might be more your speed.
Okay.
You'll still have pretty pleasant weather.
Right.
The crowds are thinner.
Okay.
And you might even find some better deals on flights and accommodations.
Ooh, that's a good tip.
Plus, imagine hiking through the Calanques in the crisp autumn air,
Wow.
or witnessing those almond blossoms painting the countryside in pink.
Oh my gosh, that sounds beautiful.
In the spring, it's gorgeous.
Okay, you've sold me on spring and fall.
Yeah.
So let's say I've chosen my ideal travel time. How do I get around? Is renting a car a must?
A car definitely gives you the most flexibility,
Right.
especially if you want to explore the countryside at your own pace.
Right.
Venture off the beaten path.
Right.
Discover those hidden gems we talked about.
Yeah, but I'm just picturing those narrow, winding roads in those hilltop villages.
Right.
Doesn't sound very relaxing.
Yeah. Driving in Provence can definitely be an adventure.
Oh, okay.
And parking can also be a challenge.
Right. Especially in the cities.
Exactly, but here's a pro tip. Consider renting a smaller car.
Oh, okay.
Something a bit easier to maneuver
Good point.
through those tight streets.
Okay, but what if I'm not comfortable driving in a foreign country?
Right.
What are the alternatives?
Well, France has a fantastic public transportation system.
Okay, good.
The train network is very efficient and comfortable,
Okay.
connecting major cities like Nice, Avignon, Marseille.
Right.
And for those smaller villages,
Yeah.
those off-the-beaten-path destinations,
Right, yeah.
there are regional bus routes
Okay, that's good to know.
that can get you there.
So transportation is sorted.
Yes.
Now let's talk about where to stay.
Okay.
You know, we mentioned those charming guest houses,
Right.
but are there options for different budgets and travel style?
Oh, absolutely. Provence has something for everyone.
Okay, good.
If you're looking for that really authentic Provençal experience,
Yeah.
consider staying in a chambre d'hôte.
A what?
A chambre d'hôte.
Okay.
It's a traditional bed and breakfast.
Oh, okay. You'll be welcomed into a family home,
Oh, wow.
often a beautifully restored farmhouse or a village house,
Right.
and you'll be treated to homemade breakfast with local delicacies.
That sounds so charming.
It is.
But what if I'm on a tighter budget?
No.
Or maybe traveling with a group of friends?
There are tons of options. You can find hostels in the bigger cities,
Okay.
budget-friendly hotels,
Right.
even campgrounds if you're feeling adventurous.
Ooh, fun.
And for larger groups,
Yeah.
renting a villa or an apartment can be a great way to have your own space.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And even cook some meals using those delicious local ingredients.
Okay, and speaking of those local ingredients,
Yes.
the food.
Let's talk about food.
Okay.
We mentioned a few must-try dishes,
We
like
did.
bouillabaisse and soca.
Yeah.
But what else should we be on the lookout for?
Oh, the food in Provence is a highlight.
It is.
Imagine sitting at a sidewalk cafe,
Okay.
enjoying a plate of tapenade,
Tapenade, okay.
that delicious olive spread
Oh, yeah, with some crusty bread.
with some crusty bread,
Well,
exactly.
that sounds amazing.
Or indulging in a salad niçoise
Ooh, a classic.
with fresh, locally caught tuna.
Nice. And don't forget about the wines.
Oh, the wines.
Right. Provence is known for its rosé wines, isn't it?
It is, it is.
I'm already imagining myself sipping a chilled glass of rosé overlooking a vineyard.
You've got the right idea.
Oh, it sounds so nice.
And for dessert,
Yes, dessert.
you can't go wrong with a tarte crepisienne.
Okay.
It's a brioche-like cake filled with vanilla cream.
Oh my God.
It's a specialty of Saint-Tropez,
Okay.
and it is absolutely divine.
Okay, you're making me so hungry.
Right. Oh, right.
Now, any tips for experiencing the local culture?
Okay.
Going beyond those typical tourist attractions.
One of the best things you can do is visit the local markets.
Oh, yeah, the markets.
Each town and village has its own market day,
Okay.
where vendors set up their stalls. They sell everything from fresh produce to handmade crafts.
I love that.
It's a great way to interact with the locals.
Yeah.
Sample those regional specialties.
Right.
And find some unique souvenirs.
And I imagine those markets are a feast for the senses.
Oh, absolutely.
The colors, the aromas, the sound.
It's a total immersion experience.
I bet.
And if you're interested in the arts,
Yeah.
don't miss the opportunity to see a live performance at the Festival d'Avignon.
Okay.
Or visit one of the many art galleries in Aix-en-Provence.
Great tips. Now, before we wrap up, any final words of advice for anyone planning a trip to Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur?
My advice: embrace the Provençal way of life.
Okay.
Slow down, savor the simple pleasures,
I love that.
and enjoy the journey. Don't try to cram too much into your itinerary.
Yeah, it's good advice.
Instead, pick a few destinations that really speak to you
Right.
and take your time to explore them thoroughly.
I love that it's a good reminder that travel isn't just about checking things off a list.
No, not at all.
It's about immersing yourself in a new culture,
Yeah.
creating memories,
Exactly.
having experiences that stay with you long after you return home.
Exactly. So go with an open mind,
Okay.
a curious spirit, and be prepared to be enchanted by the beauty and charm of Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur.
Well said. And there you have it, folks.
That's it.
Our deep dive into Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur.
I hope you enjoyed it.
We hope we've inspired you to plan your own adventure
Yes.
to this incredible region.
It's truly special.
And remember,
Yes.
the journey is just as important as the destination.
Couldn't agree more.
So relax, enjoy the ride,
Yes.
and let the magic of Provence unfold before your very eyes.
Bon voyage!
Happy travels.